Listen, guys, walking away isn't just about getting a woman to like you because it's not just about that, actually. Walking away a lot of the times prevents you from developing needy, creepy habits whenever you pursue a woman who's not interested. Like you literally become more unattractive to the next woman because of the habits that it ingrains in you. Because eventually, some women will reward your neediness with attention. And guess what happens? Your brain is going to wire that in, right? The few times you get rewarded, you do it more. And over time, you become needy and creepy, and it pushes women away. So we're going to be talking about why that is so important to walk away. And it isn't just about getting the woman. It's about preserving your high value mentally, at least. But also, it does affect women. Sometimes walking away makes them realize how valuable you are. Let's watch what she has to say. She's one of my favorite dating coaches.
Power of walking away comes into play. Let's start with why it works after you were clingy or needy in situation one. Often when a guy starts being too needy or clingy, he will begin to look desperate, which, as you know, is unattractive. But on top of that, he will start to act in a way where he totally and completely loses track of himself. Maybe this has happened to you.
Right, and that happens because you're chasing that dragon, like you're chasing the magic dragon of validation. It worked once. There was one girl who she didn't text me, and I texted her every day for a month, and then she said, "Your persistence is attractive." And now this creepy motherfucker from now on does that, and it's like, no, like it's attribution error, I think, where you attribute. You make assumptions from one small anecdotal evidence.
Your world begins to revolve around the woman you love, so you lose track of your friends, your hobbies, your passions, and your goals. You become so wrapped up in your relationship that you lose track of who you are. And then something else happens. She loses track of who you are. She loses track of the guy she fell for in the first place because you've stopped acting like him. So when you decide to walk away, then things are going downhill. It sends a powerful message to her that you value yourself and your own needs enough to prioritize them over the relationship. This can be a wake-up call for your own personal growth, as she may have taken you for granted or failed to recognize your worth.
Yeah, and you're pretty much telling her, you got me fucked up. I'm not that guy. In fact, let me tell you, let's go to the green board over there, and I'm gonna teach you guys why this is so powerful, and hopefully you guys can apply this, because I was talking to a client today, and this was literally the topic, and I told her I was like, yo, like, you don't notice how like it's you're very nervous around her, like your nonverbal cues demonstrate a fear of losing them, and women, the toxic ones, take advantage of that. Right? And eventually it becomes a habit that you can't shake off. So let's go. Right? So it's very important. So how do you do this? Well, always remember, there are two types of people. The type of person that doesn't need you to play games, doesn't need you to leave them to fall in love, right? Those are the first ones. These are what they call the securely attached. But unfortunately nowadays, there are more insecurely attached people and more avoidant people. Why? One, people don't have good relationships with their family, either because of politics or because of escapism, right? Kids are raised up to not connect with their families because of their phones. Parents are rather have their phones be their parents, and so those kids grow up with an insecure, avoidant type of attachment style. And so there's a lot of chaos, and you'll notice it's in the air. There's a lot of aggression, a lot of frustration. Kids aren't able, younger people aren't able to get jobs. Older people are having a tough time dating. Everyone is struggling. So because of that, it creates an overall frustration. And that frustration causes you to see the enemy in the opposite sex. And it creates games, manipulation, and it causes an emotional distance that causes people to not realize that they love you only up until that you leave. They only realize that they love you until you leave. Why is that? Well, the first one is that in your absence is when they start to realize how much they love you. Why is that? Well, a few reasons, right? You might be the type of person that's very overbearing. Or they might be avoidant. right? So how do you fix this? If the problem is you, there is a solution for it, okay? And we're gonna go a little bit further right here, right? The solution, we're gonna draw right here, right? The solution pretty much is to develop a practice. Out of all the things that I teach, the one thing that removes needy emotions, that causes you to find inner peace, is pretty much to develop a meditation practice. I say that a lot because it's something that actually works, right? If you just devote yourself to 5-10 minutes a day, twice a day, to develop a meditation practice, what you'll notice is that the intense emotions that causes you to be overbearing will become less tense, right? Now, what do I mean less tense? I mean, understand that the only reason why a lot of the times we are overbearing with the people that we like is because we don't know how to manage our emotions. And so we use their validation as a way to self-soothe, to change how we feel. If you manage to reverse this dynamic, those needy, creepy, overbearing mechanisms will go away. The problem is that it takes a while for it to go away. You could prune at it daily by having a daily meditation practice. Over time, as long as you react to the overbearing feeling by not texting, seeking the validation, trying to get validation, if you just sit and let those emotions arise and pass away, right? You just sit until you feel a little bit more at ease. Over time, those emotions dissolve. And the behavior of being overbearing that causes people to realize, that causes people to forget or even to suppress the feeling that they love you, it'll go away because you need space to realize how much you like someone. Right? It's like when parents die, right? A lot of the times kids think that a lot of kids who have overbearing parents don't realize they love their parents. A lot of kids don't know that. It's only until their parents has an accident or almost dies that they do that. Death has that effect. It awakes you. So sometimes just balancing it out and just pulling away and giving them more space than necessary. More space than necessary. That's all you need to do. Just give people more space than necessary if you're overbearing, and you'll see this dynamic be reversed. All right, we're gonna go to a quick little commercial break. Now, if you guys enjoy this type of content, check out my course, Dark Game, or like I like to call it now, the Complete Man. It's a course that I created for guys who have no idea how to get women in their lives. As you guys can see, I have attracted a life that brings women into my life. I do a lot of social events, art events, meditation events, and I don't do that to get women, but what I notice is that it gets women into your life, right? And in this course, I teach you guys how to do this. I teach you, so that means even if you're friend zone, if you're the type of person that lacks assertiveness, if you were raised by a single mom and you didn't know how to get women, well, this is the course for you. It teaches you how to overcome approach anxiety, how to take action, because a lot of the times you watch these videos and you don't know how to take action, how to break patterns, how to build social circle, a pickup artistry course, right? Understanding your dark side, a bunch of things that helps a guy improve their dating life, right? Where we talk about how to find your purpose, female nature, the mindset game, the outer game, right? How to get her number, how to damage control, how to create competition, first date, using vulnerability, online games, social circle game, how to get threesomes. I mean, the whole shebang, right? And the beauty about this course is that there's a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you don't like it, you could just let me know and get a refund. There's the basic course, which is $99, and then there is the one with the bonuses, like that I just read to you. So just look through the sales letter, and there's actually some free clips that you guys can watch, right? I think so, right? No, there isn't, but yeah, just look at it. Let me know if you what you guys think of it. You just give it a try. If you don't like it, I will give you your money back. I've always given people refunds. So yeah, man. Hopefully, I can see you guys inside, and let's get back to the video. All right, that's the first thing. Now, the next thing is that they're avoiding. If they're avoiding, don't even try it. Find easy ones. I'm sorry. Like I don't recommend avoiding because it's just you gotta hope that they change. And usually the avoiding a lot of the times are mysterious, They're eclectic, rebels. Let them be. Don't try to change avoidance, right? And you find these people to be serial daters, never in a relationship. A lot of people want them and they don't like a lot of people. They're cool and nonchalant. It's not attractive. What they are is flawed. They're incapable of connecting with people, but because you're so insecure, you see that as attractive. Leave those people, because those people do actually like you once you pull away. When you give them space, they do like you, but that's the only time when they show you. Do you really have to do this all the time in order to get them to open up? That's too much. That's too much. I say this, it's good for short-term sex, that's fine. But long-term, it could be exhausting, and I don't recommend that. But you know, there are people out there who just may want to hook up, and the way you deal with avoidant is to give them more space, and they'll come to you, and once they come to you, talk, give them attention, and then pull away. Don't stay too long. It's like a Venus flytrap, right? A nice little Venus flytrap. They're nice, right? And they leave the trap open until you're there long enough, and the creepy fucking plant closes its things. As soon as you get comfortable, it'll close and eat you the fuck up, right? You just, boom, you're dead, right? You can't do that. You gotta give them a little bit more space. So remember, man, some people realize they love you only in your absence, simply because you might be too overbearing or they're avoidant. You test it out you test whether or not it's actually you being overbearing by applying this, giving them more space than necessary. If they are not avoidant, what happens is that you only need to do this once, right? You only need to do this once, and that's it. But if they're the avoidant type, you notice that you gotta do this multiple times, and that's not good. That shit is a headache, okay? It's better to find somebody else, all right? Now, the solution for it is go for the emotionally open people, right? I always say go for the easy ones. Go for the easy ones. Go for the ones that want it. The problem, some of you are toxic. Some of you might see the easy ones as needy and creepy. Y'all have been jaded by dating avoidance, because everyone wants to date an avoidant, because everyone wants to conquer them because of their fucking egos. I made that mistake. I'm working on it now, but it's true. Like, back then, a normal person was what you considered an easy person, because they're emotionally open. Nowadays, a broken person is seen as a normal person, when in reality, they're just jaded. They're afraid to get rejected, and so they keep a distance. And because it's so normalized, we accept it. You shouldn't. Fuck that. You not tolerating this shit will lead to better relationships. And I notice with women, they respect you more, right? Because most guys, a lot of times when they meet an avoidant woman, they cater to her. But I learned it's just to leave them. Fuck you, bitch. I'm not talking to you. And they actually end up chasing, but I don't want that. I don't want someone who the only time they show me interest is when I pull away. That's not good. And if you like that, you gotta check yourself, brother. All right? Anyways, man, let me know what you guys think about this, and I'll see you guys later.